The Happy Forex EA is one of the expert advisors I trade with on a $1,000 live account, and to date it's made an average of 6% a month. With an impressive profit factor of 12.5, I feel comfortable trading this EA on a live account because it simply makes money. So if I show you my live account with Eightcap, you will see that so far I have profit of $169.42, and I'm trading the expert advisor with 0.01 lot. And I already shared in a video that it has a recovery mode, so if the price goes against us, it adds to the position but with the same amount. It does not increase the volume and the risk in the accounts. So if I show you the chart, you will see that recently there were 5 short trades and all of them were closed at that moment. So the expert advisor opened a short trade at this moment, then a consecutive one in here, a third one, a fourth one, and a fifth one, and they all closed in here. The point is they all trade with 0.01. So if I put the mouse on it, you will see that it's a short trade with 0.01. Same thing with the second trade, with the third trade, the fourth trade, and the fifth trade. And you can notice the same in the history tab. Prior to that, there were 3 long trades that closed at that moment, and if I move the chart, you will see very similar patterns. So here there are a long trade that opened at that point and it closed in here, so that's a pretty good move that the expert caught. So if one trade is open and it hits the right direction, there will be no consecutive trades. Only if the price goes against us, then it would add to the position. And you can see that on the Aussie dollar, this long trade was just one. It was on the 30th of April and it brought a nice profit of $13.42. Now I know that for some of you this might be a small profit in a $1,000 live account, but I always start with 0.01 just to estimate the risk in the account. And obviously if I was trading this position with 0.1 lot, it would be $134, and a complete lot would bring me $1,342. But not yet. First I want to see trading for some time on a $1,000 account with 0.01. Let me show you the statistics. The balance line is quite impressive. You can see that pretty much it makes profits, then it goes sideways, profit again, sideways, profit again, and sideways. But this is because most of the time there are open trades while you see the balance going sideways. The equity is just below the trade, or in other words, there are open trades during this moment, and you see that the equity is staying relatively close to the balance line. Just in here, from a balance of 1,140 dropped to 1,106, which means that there were about $34 of a floating loss. The expert advisor is trading the Aussie and the Euro Swiss, more exposure on the Aussie 71.4% and 28.6% go for Euro Swiss. The trade duration starts from a few hours until more than 300 hours. You can see that the risk reward ratio is 2.95 and the average trend length is 5.7 days. And if I click on stats, we will see that the profit factor is 12.54. So the profit factor is all the profits divided by all the losses, or in other words, it brings way more profits than losses. The average monthly return is 6%, and I've been trading this expert advisor for nearly 3 months. The FX Blue tracks that there are currently open trades on a small $35 loss, and I can show you that on the MetaTrader platform. So with the Euro Swiss, there are short trades. Let's have a look at these. You can see that there was a short trade right at that moment. If I zoom out, you will see that another short trade was open in here, another one in here, and probably a little bit earlier is the first one, so right in here. And that's a perfect example of how the expert advisor works. So it opened a short trade, the price goes upwards, another short trade, price keeps going upwards, short trade again, and another short short trade. So currently there is a floating loss of $35, and as soon as the positions are on profit, the expert advisor will automatically take the profit. And one more time, this is the reason I traded with 0.01. So if it happens that the price goes against us and it keeps going against us, it will not block a lot of the margin and it will not risk a lot of the account. However, I'm very curious what will be the outcome of this trade, and you will see it as well because I will leave the link to the track record down below in the description, so you will know how it performed. And as well, whenever you're watching the video, you will see how the Happy Forex EA is performing on my live account. As a broker, I selected to use Eightcap because they offer very good trading conditions. I started trading with the broker because they are fully regulated with a few authorities. In Europe, they are regulated by the CISAC, and as well they have the FCA regulation, which is one of the strictest in the UK. I selected to use the standard type of account. So if I show you the accounts, you'll see that there is a raw account and a standard account. The difference is that with the raw account, you start with spreads as low as 0 pips, but you pay commission, and with the standard account, you don't pay a commission and the spreads are as low as 1 pip. With both accounts, the minimum deposit is $100 and they're both compatible with expert advisors. I'll leave the link to Eightcap down below in the description if you want to test the broker with a demo or a live account, and as well you can find the results from this live account on our website, where we've made public the results from all of our accounts. So you can see that the Happy Forex EA sits currently on the 4th spot and it made 5.89% in the last 30 days, but overall I've achieved nearly 17% in the account. And here is the track record, so you can see at any moment how it is performing. And I am trading a few more expert advisors from this vendor. The other one is the Happy Brexit, which I have on a $1,000 live account, and so far it made 2.06%. It made just 0.56 in the last 1 month, but still profit, right? The third one is the Happy Gold, which recently is not performing as well as it was previously. If I show you the track record, I have it on a small $200 account, and initially it was performing great, then it went sideways. It's just now going sideways. The 3 of them I have on a challenge as well. If I click on the challenges section, you'll see that they are performing quite well. On the second spot, actually first spot, the one on the top already passed the challenge, so they are on the first spot with 3.77% in the last 30 days, and they nearly passed the challenge. You can see that the profit in this account is 9.73%, so the account is almost there. And in this 200k challenge, I am trading the Happy Forex, the Happy Brexit, and the Happy Gold. So the 3 expert advisors are trading simultaneously in the challenge, and let me show you the track record. Initially it went on a small profit, that there was a drawdown, but it is growing steadily. Now I'll go to stats and I will click on strategy, and then I'll arrange the EAs according to the net profit, so you can clearly see that the one trading with a magic number 985412 has made 50 trades and it brought most of the profits in the account, or nearly all of the profits in the account. And if I show the trading platform where I have the challenge, you will see that the balance is sitting at $219,465. There is a floating loss, but if I show you the account history, you will see that I am trading the Happy Gold here with much bigger lot size. So it is trading with 8 point something, while the others like the Happy Forex, let me just show you a few examples right in here, is trading just with 0.10. So the volume is way lower, and I've put more exposure on the gold because the Happy Gold is really a scalping robot. It keeps the trades just for a few seconds, and I'm okay to have a bigger volume when trading with the expert advisor. However, the best comparison, if we want to see which of the three is doing better, is by looking at the net pips, and you can see that exactly the Happy Forex achieved the most pips, 535, and this is with the magic number 826. So if I show you the Happy Forex right in here, you will see that this is exactly the magic number. So in this challenge, I have put the three robots. I can easily compare them by looking at the net pips. At the Happy Forex brought the most pips, but at the beginning I decided to put more exposure and more volume to the Happy Gold, which is scalping one, and it actually brought great profits. You can see over $18,600, and I'll see how this challenge will go. I hope it will recover the losses which are opened exactly from the Happy Forex. So this is why I traded with smaller volume, because it adds to the position and it adds to the position. At one moment the floating loss could be huge, especially on challenges. This is why, one more time, I decided to put the Happy Gold, which is a scalping robot with bigger volume, to compensate. However, I'll leave the link down below in the description to the live account with Happy Forex and the challenge. So whenever you're watching the video, you will see if it passed or it actually broke the rules of the prop firm. And that's an infinity challenge, and they also use the Eightcap server, but don't take that as a recommendation. Especially the prop firms, I avoid recommending any prop firms because those guys are not regulated, as you know. As always, guys, thanks for watching and staying with me until the end of the video. Before you go, check out this video on my site to learn more about the Happy Gold, which really outperformed this challenge. Thanks for watching. I love you. I'll see you in the next video.